one between the monsters of the Midway, the Chicago Bears, and the Baltimore Ravens. With that, let's get up to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. There to call all the action, we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Gott and Charles Davis.
Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Chicago Bears. Brandon Gott and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we're actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Down to lose one. Switch. Lock in.
Now Trubisky on first down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. 40 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. There's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Chicago first down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch for Trubisky.
Check.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Here comes the 7th play in this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Here's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. This will be caught at about the 6. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A gain of 13. It's a first down. They'll try to punch it into Davis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction. It leads to 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and 4. Throwing here, Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. On third and goal, Trubisky. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Partner, are they going to cover him? Well, that's 4 catches on the touchdown grab on that opening drive.
Well, what we're seeing so far, I believe, is their understanding that they want to go to him and often, but also they know they've got to move him around a little bit, get him into some different spots to continue to find open space to throw him the football. Otherwise, I just run 2 or 3 guys at it. They're doing a nice job of finding his way open, scheming him, as they like to say.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And here's a leaping catch. He pulled it in. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. Very solid gain on that play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Deion Bush with a pick. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I'll tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too over-amped. Others say, I got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. A 45-yard punt for their on the return, and the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control. I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. The first down carry for Davis. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll try and run forward with Davis. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. In the backfield, standing alone here on second and goal is Davis. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of. And he's going to go down. Sacked right through the 17. Chris Wormley, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. The Bears on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at a third and goal here. Trubisky will throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. Kicking the field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you don't
want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, about that.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
From the gun on third down, Jackson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ingram. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Mitchell Trubisky and the Bears set to begin their next drive. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now Trubisky to throw. He's going to take a shot from, and it will be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 20-yard.
So we reach half, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one taken just inside the 10. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 to 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On first down, Ingram runs over it, and he gets this one to midfield before he's gone down. It's a pickup on 11 and a Baltimore first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game you expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in the first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there, just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On third down, Jackson. Oh, he's going to go for it. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Keith Brown, 32 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know who we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 40-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on first and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And he rifles one incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on second and 10. They'll run with Davis. He'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. They go play action now. Jackson, pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And this is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
23 yards the pickup there. Jackson now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Jackson got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They try again with Cohen. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer. It's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
After the penalty, it's Davis. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. And this is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Hard throw, incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Now on EA Sports, as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw it one deep.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as he'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Back to throw. And he's got Snead. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Back to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's back to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Brown. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know, this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game.